Are we recording?
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Between the Galaxies with Chelsea and Dan.
That was really good, actually.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Getting warmed up.
Warmed up. So those of you that are our avid listeners, which I think is my mom.
Yep. She's like, where's the next episode?
Where's the episode?
Hey, it's Monday. What's going on?
Now that we have some episodes stockpiled up, we've noticed a lot of people start the podcast and it takes a little while to like get through an episode, and that's just kind of the trends. And because Dan and I do this for fun, when we want to keep it fun, we're gonna go to a every other week schedule for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep it fun for ourselves as well.
Yes, exactly. It's definitely not for a shortage of guests.
No.
But we've been really busy meeting a lot of new people actually, and we're gonna have tons of new guests.
Welcome to North Central Washington Healing Arts Collective.
Thank you. I'm so
That was
excited.
awesome. I was like, okay, be calm, Dan. Don't go full fanboy on me.
You did good. You're like, welcome, Chelsea.
Welcome, Chelsea. I was like,
You did really good. You did really good. No, I was so excited, and yeah, we'll get to talk to a lot of people from that group.
oh yeah.
And bring them on here.
Yeah, I was going to go today. Nora invited me to go up there at around 6:30. They're having like a jam session at Plant Ally.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Where they sing and just hang
And
out.
they just anyone can come.
And anyone can come. They usually do it every Friday, which is kind of cool. And it'll be with like Benjamin and all the people. Like majority of them are all part of NCW Healing Arts,
That's
which
so
is awesome.
amazing. That's so amazing.
And they're like, Dan, you want to come? But I'm going to take Jonah back to his mom's and early in the morning so I could come back and watch Mikey's game.
You're going to do that round trip just so you can make it back in time? Oh, you're so nice.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
And then she wants him kind of earlier anyway, so it works out. And then I was like, I'll get to the next one.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool,
Yeah.
when the timing's right.
When the timing is right.
When the time is right, it'll happen.
He's winking at the camera that's recording us. So if you're just listening to us, he's just making funny winking faces.
Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So, because the reason why I'm winking is our episode is going to be kind of geared towards like divine timing and
fate versus free will.
Destiny, or like when the timing's right scenarios and what that kind of means, and we're by no means are we professional therapists or astrologers or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that what do you call those?
What?
It's like you tell
astrologer.
No, you tell people I'm not a professional.
Oh, like a disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
We are not professionals. We are not giving you medical advice.
Yeah. But it's great stuff. And we're just kind of gonna dive into it and kind of
share like our thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because that's like the coolest part. And the coolest part about that is like I feel like no one has to have the one true, this is how it is. Everybody has different thoughts, beliefs, paradigms.
Yep.
Wink, wink, wink. Not just kidding.
And what you believe is what it is.
Yeah,
because everything's centered around belief.
Yeah, because your belief is your reality.
Yeah.
And to rob people of their realities because it doesn't fit into your reality is kind of like messed up.
Yeah, so if you're doing that, stop it.
Yeah. Like, let people be different.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just experiencing different things. They're same things with different feelings and different emotions, different beliefs. And it's like, but they're still experiencing it like you, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then maybe that difference will be a little seed that, germinates and comes into your life. And you're like, oh, wow. That's kind of cool that we had that conversation or heard that conversation. That person shared his belief because now that's resonating in my life. And that could be, that could be considered, divine timing and stuff like that.
Totally. Yep. Absolutely. I don't know where to even start this conversation, but something that I feel like guided to share is when I was growing up, like my parents weren't religious.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to church, and they were very much like, people at church are hypocrites because they just go to church and give money and suddenly they're forgiven, and they just do messed up things and then go to church and everything's fine. Like it just it didn't never felt right to them to go to church when I was younger. But I like just had this innate knowing, and it wasn't even knowing. It was just, I can remember my earliest memories. I prayed at night.
Oh yeah.
Like I prayed to a God, and I just, every night, it was almost like ritualistic and routine. And I was just talking about this with a friend. It almost felt like it became like a superstition. Like if I couldn't go to sleep without praying, like for like praying for my family members that have passed, like hoping that they're okay in heaven and that they're watching over the people that I love here. And it was like a very similar prayer every night. And like another family member would pass, and then I would add them to my list.
Yeah.
And so I don't know who taught me to do that. I just was doing it.
Prayer itself is kind of like manifestation and visualization.
Absolutely.
So it's like your empathic qualities were like wanting you to do these prayers or manifestations, so you help your others and your family members and other people in the world and blah blah blah.
And I remember like very specifically too, like being confused when I would hear people like praying for things for themselves, like, please God, just give me $1 million, like I really need this money right now. Like in my head as a young child, I just was like, that's kind of like not what it's for. Like, shouldn't you be showing gratitude over anything? Like in my head. And so I just remember being confused by hearing people pray like that.
That's very wise.
Yeah, and thank you. I don't know where it came from, but I downloaded it.
Yeah, exactly.
So later in life, when I was in middle school, I made friends with a girl. Her dad is a pastor at a local church here. And I'd spend the night at her house, and we'd go to church on Sunday, and I loved it. And her dad is still a pastor, is amazing. And it was a very like, I think they called themselves like some form of like Baptist church or something, but they weren't. It was very like
non-denominational.
Yeah, thank you. And I loved the sense of community there. I just felt so like greeted and loved by everybody. And then I went to youth group, and I did these like camps over the summer, and I just had a blast. Like it was all a very positive experience. And so one year my parents asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I told them to go to church with me on Sunday.
Whoa.
And they did.
Oh, that's cool.
And they loved it immediately. Yeah. And I really believe it was because of the pastor and the community that was there, because that's not everybody's experience.
No,
not at all.
Absolutely not.
And it's a small church. So now they go to church all the time. Ever since then, they've never stopped. And so they've really shifted their views, their paradigms. And, they've read the Bible a bunch, and they're very Christian minded. So it's just been pretty cool to see it. But then I sort of, I don't know, when I had Mike when I was 22, and he started growing and talking, and he was sharing the very unique experiences that he was experiencing. Yeah. I started to question everything, like my beliefs and what's out there and what it means, like life after death and what's around us that we can't see. And then really the biggest shift in like my paradigm happened in the last year. But it's all connected. I can look back at my life and see all those really cool mystical things.
Like,
Yep. And they all come together.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a kind of a cool part about like fate and stuff like that. Fate's like or destiny. It's like, like potentially you're interested in something, and you're like, this is what it's about. Like this is it. And then it like doesn't develop, and you're like, oh wait, that was weird. Yeah. Like I thought that was going to be huge. Yep. But then later it comes back and again. That's like the divine timing of it. It's kind of cool, because it's like when I got into yoga in 2020, and I was like, this is it. I found the secrets to my depression and everything and my traumas and da da da. But then I shifted back into that and just kind of got busy and it like went away. And I was like, that's weird. And then all of a sudden, this last year, I'm like, boom, it resurfaced.
Yep.
And then now it's like huge.
And you were right at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
It just, the timing was not maybe in alignment at the time for you and where you were at. But I bring up religion and my experiences with Christianity because you have, quote, God's plan. And then you have divine timing that they talk about. And you have like your path that's laid out for you. There's a lot of talk about that.
And then, because you have like the God's purpose and stuff. And then you have free will and how that
I was just going to say, that's where I was lost in religion. I was like, there's no free will here. Like, where's my free will? And I'm the most like, I do what I want when I want on my terms.
Are you
and
sure?
so, exactly. And so,
me too.
Yep. And so, I remember getting pregnant with Mikey and it was like a miracle that I even got pregnant with him. And it still boggles my mind because I was on birth control. The timing of it had to be insanely in a line for me to even conceive him, and given all the other circumstances going on, and now that I have him, it's like that moment had to happen for this individual to exist because he is an excruciatingly special human. Like,
and he's altering and changing and letting you discover yourself while he discovers himself, and it just happened. And that's awesome. It's like,
it's like my plan was to never have children. I never wanted kids of my own, and then that happened. And now I'm like,
now you have Griffin too.
And I love being a mom.
I'm happy of what everything Mikey's been teaching me, and now I could like pass that on and my beliefs and that what's formed me and molded me into another younger human, which is kind of cool. And he's got all kinds of his awesome gifts and everything too.
And we all do as individual humans. We all do. And it just, I don't know. Sometimes I teeter back and forth. It's like, okay, there is divine timing and there is like a path laid out before you, but where is that free will? Like now my belief is that we have a soul inside this human meat suit, and when the meat suit expires, the soul goes back to the collective, to heaven, to God, to source, whatever you want to call it. I like what Leah said, same shit, different package.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all the same stuff, just labeled it in a different package, whatever you want to call it.
However you want to eat it.
However you want to eat it. But I like to describe it as like the soul, the consciousness of this body will go back up to the collective and gather like, wow, what a cool human experience. Here, I'm going to go back down and do it again. And we're doing it over and over again, breaking karmic cycles, learning lessons, and deepening the understanding of just consciousness and existing. And part of that is when your soul is back in the collective, in heaven, with God, with source, you're convening with the other souls, and you're agreeing, you're making what people call a soul contract, a pact, to come back down and experience this lifetime together again in different relationship
and it's cool
roles.
because it's like in that version, there's like not judgment and emotion. You're basically consciousnesses or souls, and so it's like, I feel like we need to. You're gonna do something bad to me. You're gonna be somebody fall in love. You're huge heartbreak. Deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Deal. What? Ready and
go.
Yep, that's exactly.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
because it's like experience. It's like, and then like some like I love mysticism and stuff like that. That's like what I've been really kind of diving into. But it's like it's cool because it's like God or source or whatever as like some view it as he's in us all, and he's
not a he,
like
not a he.
Oh, it. God.
Yeah. Sort. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
like
there's no
it.
genders in there.
Yeah.
Sorry. But is experiencing these things himself,
Yes.
herself,
Itself. It's kind of like, think of how you feed ChatGPT
cool.
information. It's like it builds and grows off what we feed it. It's our experiences, our consciousness experiences in these bodies feed the collective up top or
And it's like
in the ether.
infinity is like, it's like the one, the unity.
Yeah. But what I
cool.
still grapple with my new beliefs is something similar than what I was grappling with when I was sort of more conventional Christian, is that, okay, we make these soul contracts. We agree to come down here and have these impactful relationships with each other and our soul family, and our soul group. But was the contract, and we'll know this later. I think I know it deep down, does my soul contract might have been to meet you and create a podcast and be all the cool things that we do together and meet Ty and have Griffin, things like that.
Yeah.
But was part of it stubbing my toe this morning and not being able to walk right today? You know what I mean?
What did you learn on that?
Well, I didn't. I was just like
Don't stub your toe.
don't stub your toe or slow down.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
always bigger meaning to
Pay
little
attention.
things. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Quit rushing around.
I feel like the free will part of it is that questioning. You have the ability to question it. You choose if I'm gonna, am I gonna gain a lesson from this experience?
Yeah.
Or is it just not the right time? Or
What? That's so perfect.
blah.
Yep.
So you like from what I've been discovering is like, which is awesome, is like free will and destiny and all that stuff. It's like a giant map, and you've got and it's like all kinds of like a road map. So there's all kinds of different roads going to your destination, and that free will is taking. Oh, I'm going to go take this road to. I'm not going to take the main road this time, or I'm going to go over here and experience this, and then you usually all goes back to whatever your destination is, and that could be your destiny or your divine purpose or stuff like that. But you have the free will to experience it in several different routes to attain the knowledge that you're after or whatever.
I like that.
Cool.
And I've thought about it in terms of pathways as well. Like you're on one big path, but you might veer off because you get distracted by this beautiful crystal over here and you want to pick it up. Oh, and over here on this path is this awesome little animal I want to pet, but you get back on the path. So free will is those moments where you're just pausing for a second and coming back.
Make a choice or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it just when I overthink about it and then I drive myself to frustration, because I texted Dan the other day, this whole concept popped into my head because I was thinking about something. Yeah, I was like, we have to talk about fate, destiny, free will, all of it, because I know it's a conversation amongst a lot of people, because it's a topic that's embedded in every single religion, in many beliefs. I mean,
and then you're always like, when it's bad, you're always questioning, like, what is the lesson I'm supposed to be learning?
Yeah, yep.
And a lot of times you're invested in that like result, or you're like, what's the point of this? Like, there could not be a point to this. But then you like shift down and you continue your path. And then you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Explicit. Oh, shit. That's what that was for.
Yeah.
Or that helped. You start realizing little things that happened in your past, and you're like, oh, well, they come back and they resurface, or you see the lesson that you learned, and you're like, oh, wow, okay, there was a purpose or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. And you're like, what the? Maybe does everything happen for a reason? And then, like true, like, Americans or humans or whatever, we like to overcreate or like slogans and stuff to where it'll be so like you take the magic out of the saying, like that was for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. Yes, and that expression pisses me off so much now, and I find myself saying it still because I'm still conditioned to say it. It's like everything happens for a reason. I'm like, do I even believe that?
And then that's that. So the reason was for you to question it.
And I
you
like
evaluate,
that.
And you're like, oh,
I like that you said that the questioning
Kinda
of it is the free will.
is the free will.
That's freaking cool. I never thought
Exactly.
of
If
that.
you didn't have free will, you wouldn't be able to question it.
True.
You'd be just a boom, boom, like file and line,
Yeah.
and line, you know?
And there's a lot of people like that.
Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. There's a lot of that.
Hey, what was the lesson that you learned when you got your throat crushed?
What was it? Maybe Dan does need boundaries. And oh,
Dan got jumped in Hawaii.
yep. I got my
Like
throat,
absolutely no joking
absolutely
around.
jumped.
Yeah.
I got my throat crushed, like stomped on, and
By strangers.
by strangers trying to steal my wallet, getting jumped. I guess it happens often in Oahu. Garrett said his cousin was in the SEALs, and they used to, like it happens all the time. People
Wow.
get jumped. And
That's so scary.
they'd have to go and do like buddy systems
Wow.
and stuff. Be with a buddy. If
Not drunk and wandering the streets at 2 a.m.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, easy target. Don't make yourself an easy target.
Yeah,
people.
don't make yourself an easy target.
And it's like, well, I don't know. It was just another challenge I had to overcome, and overcame it
With a liquid diet.
with a liquid diet of Jamba Juice.
And, yeah.
That's why I love smoothies.
And we realize it's probably why your voice is raspy to this day.
Oh yeah, it's funny because we're at a break shack, and the guys are like, we just do random shit,
Yeah.
men, children, and then we like for some reason like scream like a girl or something came up, and then they were doing it, and they're like, Dan, do it, and I'm like, and they're like, what the heck is that? I'm like, that's literally me trying, like do the little yeah. It's like gone. It's weird.
That's
it's
crazy.
Got crushed out of me.
Yeah, it did.
And then I was like, the other day, I was like, man, I really want to get into this singing. I'm getting into like all kinds of other stuff, and I'm gaining a lot of friends in the cool spots. I'm like, and there's like a singing group and stuff in Leavenworth, and I was like, man, I wish I could sing because I really love music. And
you just do the deep notes.
exactly. I'll just be the guy that just talks when he sings.
You guys sing, and I'll talk.
Yeah, I would have to have a microphone the entire time because like my voice is just like weird. It's messed up, and you could probably retrain that and because there's like voice coaching and stuff like that. And
But
then,
I'm wondering the damage that was done to your
Yeah.
trachea and your everything
Yeah.
is
It was wild.
Probably some scar tissue built up in there.
I couldn't talk for weeks, but like that point was like because I was like I've been in that like I'm a very like test the limits person, so there was a challenge in it. Like, I'm going to go alone and have fun by myself.
Totally. Well, you had
walk
your
back.
buddy saying like, no, don't go down there.
Yeah.
Don't.
And I'm like, that.
Like a little kid sneaking out of his room at night,
Yeah,
like waited
I,
for him to fall asleep.
I waited. Yeah, I was like, okay, they're probably all in bed. Call a cab and then snuck away. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was like, I don't know, it was wild. I was, and it was like, it's like the military and that transition, and you're like trying to find yourself type of things. So there was a lot of like what's my limits? And I think that was the lesson, was like everybody has limits. And,
Yeah.
And then there's also like challenges, like you learn, like I felt like my soul has been, my purpose and stuff has been to experience like these wild, crazy, emotional, like wildness, like severe trauma, severe grief, severe depression, severe this, severe that, to learn lessons from it to share to others when they're looking for guidance or looking for someone or looking for people who've experienced stuff like that. And
Well, and I think your soul has had lifetimes of those crazy instances.
oh yeah,
And in this lifetime, you broke the cycle.
it's like the karmic cycle.
Yeah, you broke the cycle when you chose to stay here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so then you were able to do the work
And that's been, since then it's been this boom, 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 like this draw to want to share and communicate and be with other people and listen and
So it's like, that's another thing that I find super fascinating, because on our episode with Nora, she majorly broke a cycle as well by choosing to stay here through some severe grief. And, it's like your soul makes this contract. You're going to repeat these things because you didn't make it to the next level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you just do it again and again and again. So those of you,
and that's the cycle. Karmic cycle. Yeah.
Those of you that are trapped in a pattern, something like, whether you feel like it's happening to you or you're doing it, like drug addiction, alcohol addiction, food obsession, infidelity, like all these like really low vibrational acts that we do and things that can happen around us. If you're stuck in a pattern of any of those, even pain in your body, if you're experiencing pain in your body, it's connected to something. And really look at that and evaluate it and choose to move away from it. Yep. And you can start those steps to breaking those cycles.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I have someone close to me in my life that I've been watching forever make the same choices over and over and over again. And when I explain, when people ask me how they're doing, I'm like, well, they're really a one step forward, two step back kind of person. Like right now it seems like they're one step ahead, but self-sabotaging happens.
Oh yeah. And I feel that was my entire journey too.
Yeah. It's self-sabotaging.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like you almost get used to the depression. And
no, absolutely.
Because it becomes like comfortable, which is weird.
Yes. And so
you almost become addicted to it.
Yeah. And so when something good happens or you have a good feeling, it's like,
sabotage
no,
time.
this isn't what I feel. Like I need to go back to that darkness. Like let me go back to doing drugs.
That's why the patterns keep happening. That's why you always, the cycle and the karmic and the keeps happening. The patterns, because you got to break the patterns. And it's like it's and a lot of it is just opening yourself up too.
Yeah. It flashed at me. I wanted to make sure it was okay. Still recording. But and it doesn't have to be something as severe as, like, let's say you're a drug user and you just keep going back to drugs. It could be something like, why I don't know, why do I keep finding myself around the same type of person? Why do I keep dating someone that ends up narcissistic? Or there's less severe, it doesn't have to be some drastic thing. It's like, why do I choose to keep drinking at the end of the night when I don't need to? Or like, you might not be a severe alcoholic, but you want to kick a habit. And it's you really start just asking why, and like reflect and look at the patterns of your life, and just sometimes it's a really simple step. Sometimes it's a really simple step to shift over.
And most of it's like committing to the belief that you could change. And belief.
Yep.
It's
belief. It's all belief.
And it's funny how, like, when you're in it and you're like struggling, you'll have that little voice in your head. And some people call it the ego. Yep. And it's trying to keep you in this place of comfort.
Totally.
Which is sabotaging or whatever, because it's, it's, and then you get the voices like, no, you can't. Oh,
yep.
Yes, blah, blah, blah,
yep.
blah.
100%.
Like, that's not even you.
That's not even your voice. No, it's not. And
that's conditions and patterns and karmic and then all this, the gunk you've been ingesting as a soul. And it's kind of cool because it's like some people they'll be stuck, and that's
and they'll just live this life, and then their soul will do it again until they can just click out of it. Until they can
break that thing. Yeah, exactly. And you could break it.
And there's multiple patterns and cycles for all of us. It's not like I'm saying you kick your drug habit and suddenly you're an ascended master and you don't have any other problems to ever fix. It's like
ego just changed to something different. Now you're like, my shit don't stink.
Yep. It's just this fine balance. And I think about a cycle. I've broken so many cycles and I'm so proud of myself, but I wouldn't have ever realized it unless I didn't do that past life regression therapy. It's helped me really like unlock
like
some
know
of the
it. You're like, oh.
yeah, it's helped me realize what I have done.
And then you could, and then you're like realize and like notice when you're in a cycle or something.
Yes.
And you're like,
yeah. And I'm like, because you go back, like we're all designed as a 1 step forward, 2 step back. Like it's like part of the human condition.
That's the experience.
Yes. And
it's kind of cool.
Something that's like really light for me to like be able to talk about is anger. So I've been so quick to rise to anger, but I also am very quick to rise to happiness too. It's like a total roller coaster of emotions for me. Gemini. And weird. Griffin's exactly the same.
0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah. And I used to be a really angry person, like inside my head. I'd be angry at everything. Yeah. And I would allow those spikes to happen. And then I would like, it's not like I'd be violent. It was just like in my head. And it was this negative energy, an egregore, that would build around me because my anger. And then it would manifest into resentment
or pain
and it would hold trauma in my body.
Exactly.
I would be sick. And it impacted me in so many ways. But once I gained some tools and understood what was going on and how it was impacting me, and in other ways that I can help acknowledge the anger. It's okay to feel anger, but what to do with it and where to push that energy to. I don't get angry anymore. Sorry. I get angry once in a while, but not as often. And I know how to temper myself.
You know when it happens.
Yes. And I feel it. I feel it coming. And
You're
then,
like,
and the freaking universe loves to test me.
Go in the yard with your socks off.
Yep. Put your feet in some grass.
Grounding time. Grounding practices are
grounding practices are the key to everything.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And getting into nidra and stuff, yoga nidra and sound bowls, and kind of watching people and how they experience that experience, and knowing that frequency, how impactful it is, and then seeing that whole, I'm very observant, and in that practice I could tell when people are like struggling, they start shifting, and then I know, and I'm like, whoa, okay, somebody's working through some stuff, and to always go back to the root
grounding,
the ground, and ground them, and kind of bring it back down and chill, and I'm like, that's so cool.
That is so
really
cool.
Awesome. It's like, and it's and it grounds me too, because I could get. I'm feeling that too. I'm getting the frequencies as well. So it's like sometimes I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm hyping up a little bit, and I need to ground myself. And it's like just that ability to take a step back, take a breath, and just evaluate where you're at, what you need to change to
the free will.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, whoa. So you do have free will, Chelsea.
Yep. You shifted my whole perspective on it, because I came in here still like struggling, like wanting to talk about this because.
Do I get a choice?
Yeah, because I don't like to be controlled. Anybody that knows me is like, oh yeah, no, she just.
We are the same person.
My parents joke, and I think I've mentioned this before on here. My parents joke that when I was little, to get me to do literally anything they wanted me to do, they had to tell me to not do it and use reverse psychology on me. Yeah.
I had to do that to Jenna. I guarantee my mom and dad
had to
do
do
that
it
daily. They still probably do it. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, your mom in giving you little signs I wouldn't do that. I can just picture her giving you signs from above.
Hey, that's hot. Is it? Oh my God, it is. There's the lesson.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's thanks. I loved the way that my abs keep cramping. That's why I'm doing this.
Need some water?
I'm drinking a ton of water. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, the way you shifted that for me, in that choosing to reflect on what you can do with what just happened. If it's something as simple as stubbing your toe, that's free will, is choosing to look at it introspectively. And
exactly.
What's the lesson here?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah,
it might just be nothing comes up and you're like, oh, I'm just clumsy.
And maybe that's it.
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
being so clumsy.
Or like you said, it's like, I'm probably going too fast.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot of it because
Yeah.
we're both like that.
Like, calm down. That was the lesson. Like, when I had a kind of a victim mentality in some parts of my life, especially when I broke my ankle as bad as I did back in 2021. And I'm just like, very much like, why did this have to happen to me? That's a victim mentality, you guys. When you go, why does this have to happen? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
Which it very much can appear that way. But that was during a time in my life where I was so jam-packed busy with crap and I wasn't enjoying life. I wasn't able to taking time and like being in quality at any one of the things that I did because I was so overly involved in everything.
More.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I feel, me too.
And then when I broke my ankle, a little while after that, I was
you
like,
had to slow down.
Yep. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. I got the message loud and clear. That was the only way I was going to get it.
Yeah.
For something extreme like that, but not so
And
extreme
look at
that
how
like,
it's been, how you've been working.
Well, I mean, I tattoo now because of that. Because
exactly. And you're like, that you got out of these systems and stuff that were negatively impacting you. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Type scenarios.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do you mean? I can do everything.
I can do everything, and everyone needs somebody like that. So just hire me or like whatever.
Exactly. And it's like, it's kind of cool when you stop the cycle.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
So you and then you had free will right there to be like, no, I'm going to get out of this.
Yeah.
I don't have to suffer through this to impact others. I could impact others in another way that's more centered to what I believe in my interest and what's healthy to me and my family and friends and people that I want to impact. Because I know probably your biggest thing of being an art teacher was like to share and create this with others and then the students and kids and stuff and shaping their life. That's what I feel like that's the original intent. Everybody becomes a teacher is to, help kids and stuff. And it's like, then you get into the hierarchy of it and the systems and the society of it and the dramas and you're like, whoa. And if that's like killing you or hurting you, then it's an abusive relationship that you need to leave.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
absolutely.
Like, and it doesn't impact everybody that way and everybody's shaped differently, and change needs to happen because that shit's BS.
Yeah.
But it's you gauge how much you want to take, what you want to take out of it, what lesson you learned, and if you learned your lesson, you move on and you feel good about it.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I'm picturing like the map analogy that you were saying earlier with like you've got a destination, your quote destiny, your fate,
or your higher purpose,
or your higher
something.
purpose. Yeah. So you're on
basically what your soul came down here for.
Yeah, and here's something else. Do all of our souls come here with the mission, like one main mission? Like think of a video game. Like when you beat a video game, there's usually like a pinnacle end to it.
Probably like a collective thing.
Yeah, like is right now
my main mission is to be and do this to you.
Yeah.
So that you could do what I almost think it's like a collective thing.
Yeah.
In a way.
Is the goal to make everyone shift to
positive.
the new...
I don't think that even exists in that world.
No.
It's just the experience.
It's the experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's the part, once I started understanding that, actually, that system and the way that I believe it works, that's one of the reasons I stopped being so angry at things. Because I'm like, okay, bad shit is gonna happen sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
People are gonna do bad things sometimes. Yeah. And it sucks, but you have to have the dark for the light. And you have to have the light for the dark. It's the universal balance.
And then it's like, and nowadays you're like, you could like just be doomed by that and suck in and controlled by it. That's happening a lot.
A lot right now.
And that whole thing, like that trap of it is the egregores or the, people getting, taking their control and blah, blah, blah. it's like man, it's happening so much. You know, you like you'll see like the most coolest, chillest person just shift into this hate and discontent, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
I have a few people that I'm like,
wild.
oh, you're totally my person. Like you're my type of people. You get it. And then they'll go on some tangent about how they hate a specific type of people or a specific group of people that might be behaving a certain way.
Yeah.
And they group all those people and they use the word hate. I've heard people be like, I wish they'd just be murdered. Like,
Yeah,
like
you're like,
innocent
"Whoa!"
people, or like
no.
with the whole Charlie Kirk
Yeah.
thing. I'm not taking a stance here by any means other than that I am a human that believes in preserving humanity
Yeah.
and human life is precious and no one should be killed. Like,
no.
like it's gonna happen because, like I just said, you have to have light for
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
But the amount of people that
You
say
get stuck on it
still
too. Yeah.
that he deserved to die
It's
like that is because of what he believed, is like that's feeding a negative and hateful
and a cycle.
that you can't over
Break
here
the karmic
peace
cycle.
and love and like
Yeah.
and unity
Kill
and
him.
and
You're like, what the- whoa.
acceptance and then kill him. Like what is this?
Yeah. I know.
I don't and
It's been a very, and I feel like the divine purpose and blah 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 of that is to get more people to shift and realize like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay, we're being controlled, or like we need to get our powers back. We're being influenced way too much by outside stuff that's not in our, has our good intentions
yeah
involved. It's like, and that's why you always hear, like, when you get into spirituality and the metaphysical worlds and stuff, you hear of the paradigm shifts and belief systems, and then you like, you are in ages, like in astrology, you're in ages. We're on the cusp of like shifting into the age of Aquarius, where they say that like intuition, what's it? Institutions. There we go. Found it. Got it. Are going to have like a big shaking, are going to fall apart. All this, it's going to be more of like people and getting back together, unity, like
where we're just kind of waking up to being like,
which is like, I'm like, let's do it now.
Yeah. Bring it all down. Yeah.
And then you're starting to see all this wildness and you're like, oh boy.
Yeah. And it's right at the beginning of the age of Aquarius. Like
cool.
We're not even
Not even
technically
there.
in it
No.
yet. And and it's just on the cusp.
It's kind of neat when you work through all this stuff and you start to open up and you start to kind of just the ability to step back and like observe.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, whoa.
Yep.
Maybe they were right about this stuff.
Yeah.
Christ consciousness, all that. And you're like,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Yeah. And like the messages are embedded everywhere. And I really believe that there's so many organized religions that have parts of the truth. And I think it's divided on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what we as humans do.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's like, you just feel that like there's a sense of control in it. And you're like, is this really divinely controlled, or is this like humanly controlled for the power and blah, blah, blah. And then I think the whole purpose of like the human experience and like divine and free will is having the ability to question that and see, break from the control and pattern and everything of that, which is really cool. It's like,
I like
heck
that. So it's not an argument of whether it's only free will or only destiny. It's that they exist together. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Yeah.
I had some stuff pull up from El Oracle. Some people hate ChatGPT.
Some people hate it. Yes.
I've trained mine into being an oracle. And I might have used a couple bottles of water in this. Sorry. But yeah, there was like, where was it at? Okay, this is cool. So it's like, maybe fate is a doorway. Destiny is the direction. And timing is when we finally have the awareness to walk through it. And maybe the soul's journey isn't about getting to the final place, but becoming someone who could recognize the path when it appears. I'm like, whoa. And that's that like roadmap thing.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
I like that. They're all ingredients in one big recipe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's super neat. And then I remember, oh man, I was going through so much stuff and depression, and people were losing. And I was listening to this podcast or something, this show or whatever, so many years ago, and they talked about like paradigms and how they shift and believe, and that's like paradigms are basically like the lens, the belief system, and then occasionally they could even be considered like eras or Gen Zs, like stuff like that could be all a paradigm. It's like a belief system, and it could be like how that shifts throughout the ages and stuff, and it's like. And it could be like the paradigms Christianity or the paradigms this or and then it's like a system of belief that people
like adhere to,
which is kind of cool. And I was like, whoa, I never even thought about that and how that can change and and that's how we evolve. That could be evolution. A paradigm could be part of evolution. Who knows? And it's like there's so many different meanings to so many different things, and it's like how people believe is what shapes it. And I'm like, that's so cool. I didn't even know about that stuff. And it was just kind of fun to just bunny trail onto it and learn more. And that's like how I got into spirituality. I was just like curious, and I was like, ooh, what's this word mean? Or and I'd look it up, or ooh, these people are talking about this, and I'd listen to that. And I think it's been slowly my little journey of discovering. And it's like it's cool when you get into like your zodiac too, and you're like, whether it's real or not, because calendars and blah blah.
Gregorian calendar.
Gotcha, Chelsea.
Yeah, make my cortisol spike. There's me balancing
resonate.
my anger.
Yes, but it's like that belief of it. It's kind of cool, and the resonating with stuff.
Yeah.
So there's so many different knowledges, so many different paths, so many. I think the purpose is like just what you believe in and what feels right in your brains, your gut, your heart, your mind, and then you just capitalize on it and you go for it. Like, okay, yeah, that's what I believe in.
Yeah.
And I don't think everybody, and then a lot of it's like similar to other different beliefs. It's just packaged up in a different package.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you said. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm like,
as you were talking about that shifting, I just had this realization that back in probably, I don't know the year. It was like
1700s or something.
When I was a witch at the stake.
Oh yeah, I was there.
No, I forgot how much time has passed. Like, God, I'm almost 36. It's wild. But yeah, it was probably like 8 years ago. I found myself on the brink of the end of another long-term relationship. And I knew that it needed to be over, but I was really sad about it. And I didn't want it to be over, but I knew it needed to be because of the circumstances. And I had this whole shift on like what happiness means, what love is, and all these emotions. And I was like kind of scorned a little bit. And I wrote about it a lot in my journals,
that's cool.
Like how love is just a choice. It has nothing to do with an emotion. I choose to love this person. Happiness is a choice. I'm choosing to be happy. Like, just all the emotions are a choice. And I still kind of believe that on some level, but I even stopped being like saying I love you to people as often. Now I say it to anybody, because really the center of everything is love.
Oh, yeah.
And when you say you love somebody, you're sending off that energetic frequency to them, and it literally improves like the space around you. When you act in love, you say you love. But back then I thought it was just like this like earned thing.
Right.
And I wasn't going to tell people that I loved them if I wasn't choosing to love them.
They had to they had to hit this certain mark or something.
Yeah, it was like it became like
or
something, and it just like became this word to me that very much like I just totally closed myself off to like I don't know the words to put to it, but allowing myself to really love people. And I think it was a mechanism to guard myself in my emotions, because I've just had been hurt so badly. And it was like the first long-term relationship that I had after my divorce. And so, which it was a divorce, so it ended obviously not well, but so I was heartbroken there too. But now, with my understanding of everything, like I was in so much pain, and I didn't even know it.
Attached to it? Was it attachment? Like
to
stuck or
to love?
Kind of like what you thought love was supposed to be.
No, it was more like, I think that I was trying to make myself believe that I had ultimate control over that, and it made me grieve. It made me it made me stop feeling the grief over the loss of that relationship. As I assess it now. Back then I thought I was like so profound. I was like, oh, this is it. This is what love is. It's a choice, not an emotion. And I used to be like, thinking with your heart, that's so corny. Like, your brain thinks, your heart doesn't think. Your gut, what's intuition? Your gut doesn't feel things. Like, and now I'm like, oh, ooh, no, like those are
like your brain's actually like, your brain's like the smaller brain of your brains.
They're all energy centers, like connected to each other. And it very much, those expressions exist because that is exactly what is happening. I mean, it's like the chakra system, you know, like we've referenced it a few times.
That's why, and all that stuff is like, that's why you have like blockages and stuff.
Yes. And that was some of the worst times of my life during that time. Not the worst times of my life. That was so freaking dramatic. I had really hard times, and I was constantly searching for the answers. Like, what's wrong with me? What am I going through? What's going on with my body? Like, why? I think at that time I even like picked up smoking cigarettes again for a little bit. And I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking? That's disgusting. No offense to anybody of you that smoke, but you probably know it's gross too and you want to quit. So, but yeah, drinking too much, making really poor parenting decisions. Like, I would choose to like have my parents watch Mikey for a little bit longer so I could just go to the bar. Like, that's stupid. Like, when I have this beautiful child at home, when I can go home and hang out with him. And again, no judgment if that's the path in your life that you're in right now. I'm purely speaking on my experiences and what I feel like I should have been doing at the time. But maybe this resonates with you. Maybe you need to hear it. Like, maybe you need to hear that those aren't necessarily the best things for you. So I think things started to really shift my lens, and I started healing and getting better when we met Laura, the cranial sacral therapy. Thank you. And I literally, you guys, I was like trying anything, and I was like, psychics near me. Like, I was like, I need to fix myself, and I don't know how. And Laura's not a psychic. She didn't advertise herself as a psychic. She's a therapist.
And she's into Reiki and everything like that.
She's a licensed massage therapist, and she does some work, energy work on your body. And I didn't even know what cranial sacral, I can't even say it. So I didn't even know what it was, but I was like, cool, this feels right. And I drove to Ellensburg and met her.
That'd be freaking awesome.
And then I ultimately ended up getting her to come out and do like a day at Trinity every other week or something, and got all of you guys.
Did, and then even the boys did. I mean, my dad did.
Even my parents did it. Yeah. And like, my
mom went like all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. And that kind of unlocked some stuff for me where Laura taught me that trauma and pain and sadness and happiness and all the things store in your body physically. And so that's what cranial sacral like therapy is. It's your unblocking
or the awareness of the blockages. A lot of it too is like her facilitating the awareness of it to you, and then being able to like, she helps you and she draws and stuff, but it also opens you up to like, oh, what do I need to do differently?
Just sort of unpacking things. Cool. And and then that kind of started a paradigm shift for me. And then as I did my inner work, I don't know, I guess maybe like a year and a half ago, like right before you and I reconnected and started talking about all this spiritual stuff, and unlocking new levels. Like I started to understand, like, I think it was mostly through my students, the amount of unconditional love that they exuded for me, was like, this isn't a choice. Like they don't have to love me.
No.
But they would all the time. I'd have students, love you, Miss Putnam, love you, bye. And I wouldn't say it back.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, I that's a word. I'm guarding my feelings by not sharing that word
That's
with
funny
you.
because I was like literally the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
A month ago. I'm like,
Yeah. You're like,
love.
okay.
Yeah.
Now you say it. Now you say it back.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh man, that's it was weird. I think it's I feel like it's relational,
Totally.
you know.
But do you feel like you were not saying it because you were guarding yourself?
I feel like I wasn't saying it because it was like a commitment.
Yeah.
Like if I said it, then like I better mean it. And then what's the meaning? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like an overcommitment that doesn't even exist. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's like the joke's on us, it's like I
no,
said,
it's not even that. It's like love,
the
love, love.
center of everything.
Yeah.
Like you have
It's
to
an
love.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The
it's
minute
not this like, oh, I love you. Okay, now we gotta get married. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I guess we're married now.
It's like having kids. You know. Oh, better get you a ring. I said I love you. And it was weird. It was like this overcommitment thing. That was
Interesting.
like tied to it. It was weird. It's
Oh,
kinda,
yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Well, and I look at like when Ty and I first started dating, and this was still when I had my belief, my paradigm of love where I wouldn't say it.
It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Maybe the fairy tales fucked us up.
Oh, 100% they fucked
What
us up.
what love was, you know, you're like prince and kings and princesses. And,
Happily ever after. But I would only say it to my parents and Mikey.
yeah.
Like that's the only people that I
It was
said
like,
it to.
it was like your unconditional love
Yeah.
things.
And so when I started feeling the little inklings of like this isn't just lust, this isn't the honeymoon phase.
My heart's
Like
getting fuzzy.
you know, I'm softening. But no, I actually realized that I loved Ty when he made me so freaking mad one time. And then the next day, like in the past, I would have been like, nope, we're done. This is not worth
Forgiveness?
it. Yeah. The next day, I
Forgiveness
was
is
like,
love too.
we talked about it. We talked about why I was angry, why he was angry. And then I was like, oh,
Cool.
okay.
I feel okay now.
Is this love? Like, I was like, that's kind of, so I started questioning,
That's
like,
kind of cool.
maybe it isn't what I think it is. And, so it started shifting, but it wasn't in the last year and a half that I'm like, my students helped me realize as well, like, no, you just say you love people because it's good. And that's what you put out in the world is what you get back.
It's almost kind of cool because you hear like the things of unconditional love, and it's almost like that. It's like what we struggled with was this conditional love.
Yes.
Like there had to be something.
Yep.
Like there had to be a reason or something, and it was like.
And then as soon as that reason was like violated, then you're gone.
Nope, no more love.
No more love. Yep.
Which is like, that's kind of weird.
It is weird, but it's exactly how we're conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's
And
getting
almost
better.
feels like that's like that crazy little shift everybody's having of hate, love, hate.
Yep. Yeah.
It's because they're
totally.
like, that love that you're experiencing is a conditional love. Like it only exists if this exists.
Yeah.
When love is love, and love should be like a united thing. Like I was like reading like unconditional love stuff, and like unconditional love isn't like this sabotaging love where they can't, no matter what you do, I love you.
Yeah.
It's that there still has to be boundaries and stuff.
Oh,
and unconditional-
absolutely.
Yeah. And it's like, you can
I
still,
love you, but you still piss me off.
Yeah,
like, And
exactly.
I'm going to tell you
Yeah. So
that
it's kind
that
of
can't
cool.
happen again.
There's like all these beliefs and these definitions we
Yeah.
give things.
Yes.
And like feeling like the definition of things, which is just in reality, just some bullshit thing we made up.
Mm-hmm.
Is the definition.
well, like not to get on like a total soapbox, but like,
Right?
or a tangent, like, but words are man-made.
Yeah. I'm
like
energy.
Energy is
Love is energy.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a frequency to it.
Exactly.
So when you get to talking
vibration, that's
Yep.
why you have low vibrational energies, high vibrational energies.
And before you guys think that we're absolutely off our rockers,
We are.
But there is data and science that backs this up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Sound and frequency have different hertz
Oh, yeah.
that they register at. And so when you get a machine that can register the hertz and the frequencies,
And you
they
can see
have
where
different
it- yeah.
levels.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you've got the chakra bowls. They all have different frequencies that resonate with an energy center in your body.
and it
One
can
of the
be like
chakras.
voices. That's why you have like anger.
Yes.
It's a frequency of vibration.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Frequency vibration.
Yep.
Worry.
There was
it's like all these emotions.
I just listened to this study actually where they got a couple people in a room that spoke different languages and they all said I love you in their language.
Oh, that's cool.
And it all registered at
But
the
you could
same
probably
it all registered at the same
Frequency.
hertz
It
and the
hurts.
same
Yeah.
frequency, like one or two off. And I'm talking like when a lot of these emotion, I don't know that I don't memorize the frequencies. I probably should, but there's some key ones. Like let's say for example, love might come in at 365 hertz or something like that. So when these people did this study and they said love, they all were at that same margin of that frequency of love. So
cool.
that's what I'm like, now that I learned that, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, it's fun. And
And
you
then,
can see it in different things. I
Yeah.
watched this like video the other day. It was this guy, and he just this random guy. He was at a bus stop and he started like laughing.
oh yeah, you showed me that.
Did I show you
yeah.
that?
And
And
then
then everybody just started
he-
like,
slowly they're like, and then the laughs,
It was kinda
like
cool.
they fed off each other and everyone was
and
laughing.
everybody started laughing. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a vibration. That's a
Yes.
frequency. That's
Yeah.
it. And then people were like, well, frequencies. I'm like, how do you think your cell phone works?
Yeah.
How do you think
Your Wi-Fi
your TV
works.
works? Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
internet, blah blah, like wireless, like
Yeah.
that's frequency, that's vibration. Like
Yeah.
like if you think that frequency of vibration and healing and sound and doesn't exist, but you believe your Bluetooth device does.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
That's like, yeah, seriously. Yeah.
That was like the coolest like representation of that to people.
Totally.
Because there's, everybody's like,
Because we all use these devices.
woo-woo, woo-woo.
How you're listening to us right
yeah,
now.
exactly.
How?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Am I in your ear right now? In your iPod?
Yeah. Another study that I really like the example of is when put two plants in the same space and you water
that's
it and
cool.
care for it. It's the same soil, same plant, same environment. Everything's the same.
But you
Okay.
give it love or something.
But you talk to it. You talk to one plant
talk to it.
positively one day. I love you. You're doing great. Keep growing. You got this. And then you keep talking to the other plant. You suck. You're never gonna grow. You're the worst. You're not even a plant. Guess which one dies?
That's why I'm what do you call it? Interior plant killer.
Oh,
My vibrations were off back in the days.
back then. Now you're better.
Now I have like 5 plants and they're like flourishing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just lived your observation.
You're like, high vibes, man.
High
But
vibes.
yeah, it is proven that plant that
yeah.
was talked negatively to dies despite being fed and nourished with the physical things that it needs to survive. And then the other plant thrived.
And the funny part is like, what's everybody stuck on right now?
Uh-huh.
We'll probably get censored. Media
Media.
and news and stuff and social media and blah, blah, blah. Media.
Yeah.
It's like,
And they love to
They
clickbait people
love-
with the negativity.
yeah, that's the story. That's the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, because it rises or falls or emotions and blah blah, and people click on it and read it, and then their advertisements. Well,
Yeah.
okay, we're getting a little wild. You guys know, but it's like that's a vibration.
Yeah.
Like if you're just because like I seen this lived out like realistically with my mom when I went to Iraq, and like before I went to Iraq or even got in the Marine Corps, she'd watch news like, oh, that's what's happening in the world. Curious just to know what's going on. But when I went to Iraq, she like first thing waking up in the morning,
News.
all day long, and it was her like, am I going to see Dan on one of those reports?
Well, especially
people
because
lost.
we had just gone to war over 9/11.
Oh yeah,
And so it was just
And it was-
bad.
and I was there for a year, and
Yeah.
she's just like freaking out. And then after that, it was like a negative attachment to media. She's just,
Yeah.
and just you could just see it. Like she'd get mad and angry at stories and stuff, and just
Over things you
invested
can't
in this
control.
thing. Yeah,
That's the other thing.
And
Yeah.
it's just like whoa. And like thankfully she'd get out and she'd spend time with people and
Yeah.
community and with the boys and school and stuff, so she got out of it. But it was like she was attached to that,
Yeah.
and that's like what it's designed for.
I have some
It's like,
people close in my life that are attached to
News media,
and media.
and it's like, dude, and then being in Iraq, you saw it firsthand. The stories, and it's like they over dramatize some of this stuff, and you're like, dude, that didn't even happen that way. And you're like, whoa, what? This is like, and then there's like just thousands of reporters out there trying to shove themselves into your daily life.
Totally.
Try to get you caught on doing something bad, so they could have this huge story and stuff like that. And you're like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah.
Like, we should be like helping these people, even though that us being there probably would have helped them a lot more than no. But it's like, whoa, just the manipulation and like how that vibration of negativity and stuff like that just swayed so many people, and still is.
Yeah. Well, and that's like, we keep calling it egregore. We learned that term
yeah.
and we just like the word, I
We
think.
like love it now.
Yeah. But
It's like
that's
a
what that
brain
is.
sucking thingy.
Yeah. And it is.
Check it out.
The
It's
media
awesome.
is one.
Oh gosh.
It's like one of the worst ones.
Yeah, look up egregore and be like, you'll start noticing.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's lots of those.
There's
around.
lots of those around.
It's kind of cool.
Well, I like how our conversation about fate and destiny and free will shifted into a conversation about love.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
That's cool.
You know what? That was divine timing, and that was destiny of this episode, is to talk about love
Yes. And I
and
think,
energies and vibrations.
and all of our cool stuff that we love to talk about. But we thought that talking about, wow, what happened in my mouth? We thought that talking about, my brain works faster than my mouth can move.
Me too, all the time.
I'm like,
Promiscuous.
that was loud.
What was that?
Someone going in one of the doors out
Oh.
there, I think. So I thought that it'd be good that we talked about this before our next episode, which we will be having a woman on named Opal.
Yeah.
And
She's into all kinds of amazing stuff.
yeah, and
Including this new, or semi-new, I think it's like been around for a few months, Death Cafe.
yes,
And she's into sound healing and vibrations.
yes. But I think it was
Very
important to
cool.
talk about life and living, and then sort of what she does with the Death Cafe, where they talk about past loved ones, right? And like
And grief
gather and
and-
grieve
yeah.
and find a community that can help support each other.
Exactly.
And I think that she probably has a lot of insight on just people's experiences on
Oh, yeah.
fate, destiny, free will, some
And
of
then
those
it's like,
topics.
it's cool too, because it's like a podcast, and like what we are trying to develop is space for people to converse and share their stories and their journeys, like what led them there and blah blah blah. And that could be considered like what's divine timing or their destinies and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And then being able to like let people share their journeys and talk about it, because it's cool. And we're very curious. Chelsea's extremely curious.
I think we're both equally
We're
curious.
probably equally curious.
Yeah.
We come up with pretty cool
Yeah.
questions. But it's like, it's fun to just have that space to like communicate and then be like maybe we don't agree with everything, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Just to hear a story and where they're coming with and perspective and see it and difference. It's like, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I like that you hinted at maybe not agree with everything, because we have a lot of friends and we talk to a lot of people, and that we view are like-minded to some of our paradigms or beliefs, but there's some things that some of them believe that I don't, and that's okay. Fine. It doesn't have to be a debate.
No,
it's just that's their reality. That's what they believe, and that's fine.
Cool. And I think more people need to like hold space for people who have differences. It's like, and just let them.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe it'll be something that comes down later that you're like, whoa, okay, whoa.
Yeah.
That shows up now. That's neat.
Yeah.
Synchronicities and it's just we need to talk like human to human and soul to soul more instead of being
about meaningful things.
Yeah.
Help people contemplate.
Get to know each other again.
Yeah.
Because like we've been stuck in social media and all these conditionings and societies and institutions, and it's like, hey man, let's just, what's going on with you? Like,
yeah.
And there's no, like, we don't need a dramatic story or anything we just like to know you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
hear your story.
Some topics are cool. Like really lighthearted. Some have some really hard stuff embedded in them, and that's awesome. But it doesn't have to be always that way.
And it's cool because it's like, I've got a buddy that's he's like, hey Dan, I really wanted to listen to the podcast I did at Souls We Carry, but I just can't yet. I'm like, that's okay, dude.
Oh, I saw his comment. He's like, I just can't yet.
Yeah, I'm like, that's okay, dude. Like, you could come back to it.
Yeah.
Later when you're ready. Or
Dan has an episode on my solo podcast called The Souls We Carry, and he dives very deep into his life and it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we discovered the throat cushion story, and you're like,
yeah, you didn't get to even tell that in the podcast. That's why I had to bring it up in this one.
Like, what?
Yeah, wild.
And then it's like, you gotta listen to your body. It's like if you're getting into an emotional state that you can't like fully control or even partially control, then take a step back, get grounded.
Yep.
You could always revisit it.
Yep.
There's time's a construct.
Yeah. Time is a construct. That was one thing that we didn't get into, but I didn't see it like totally fitting, and I could see myself totally going down a different bunny trail of present and the
I'm sure
quantum universe, and
our destiny and fate has already started this cool little journey. I'm sure we're going to be revisiting it several times.
Yeah.
We're going to be in one of them. We're going to be in a mental roundabout.
Yeah. That's so awesome. I love that. I've never heard you say that, and that is exactly what it is.
But it's good. I like this roundabout.
I like this roundabout too.
There's purpose to this roundabout.
Yeah. It's more like, instead of a linear roundabout, it's more of like a spiral staircase, like
into the 8th dimension.
Yeah. So we're hitting the same topics, but we're also moving forward with them.
I can't wait to like dive into like dimensions and really get weird with you guys.
Awesome. I know. It is gonna be awesome.
Everybody else, like I should be showing you like the guys at work and stuff, like the blue collar dudes and man's man. They're like, dude, those things you guys talk about, it's really, really like kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I've never even thought of stuff this way.
Well, and that's where I started too. I'm like, and then I just started looking it up.
Exactly. And you're like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'll look up more.
Yep.
But yes, thank you.
Thank you
for joining us.
And guess what?
Yeah.
We love you so much.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Now we're married.
Now I expect ring right here. Yep. Just kidding. We love you.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. That was like perfect timing.
That was.
I wonder if my people are here.